Not sure how interesting this is going to be or how productive it'll actually be, but let's give it a whirl. Hey all you Hillmaniacs, it's Hillmanator, and today I figured I would take you to the library because I'm going to be doing my first ever study with me. By the end of this month I'll have 2 essays that I need to hand in. One is 1,500 words and the other is 2,500. But I'm going to be focusing on the 1,500 one first because that one's for my major, whereas the 2,001 odd is for my minor, so it's not actually as important. And the essay that I have to do today is, drumroll please, imagine that someone says to you, all our actions have external causes, so there is no free will, and hence it makes no sense to praise or blame someone for anything they do. How should you respond? So, lovely and easy then. Now the first thing you need for any long study period is some supplies to get you through it. So I'm going to start off by making up some breakfast and also my lunch. Like the other most important thing for when you're studying in the library, headphones. But yeah, and we did determinism in year 13 as well, so I'm still partly using my notes from that. And of course I'm going to need my keys and my drink. I'm taking the first of many breaks because you need a lot of breaks while studying, but look, I found a little ladybug friend. Hello. Back to the grind. In an ideal world, you want to bring some snacks for when you're studying. I forgot, so I'm gonna head to one of the local shops and just pick up a small like bag of something so that I can eat while continuing to work. 3 for £1 sweets, ideal. Just to establish, for those of you who were confused as to what I was doing whenever I was typing or whatever, I'm not actually writing the essay today. What I'm doing today is looking for good academic sources which I can then use in my essay to make me seem cleverer than I actually am. Getting later in the day now, so obviously I didn't pack a hot meal for dinner, and so I'm just heading back to my flat to cook myself something up. I'll probably end up staying there now because I've looked at all of the books that I want to look at and the rest I can do online. Plus, you know, it's just easier, I don't want to have to walk back. I'm sure you guys have already guessed that I didn't actually manage to read all of those books. I did read sections of a number of them to make sure that they were actually relevant to the paper that I'm writing, but mostly I was looking at indexes and contents pages. So it's a little bit later now, and I'm going to watch a couple of YouTube videos on free will and determinism, just to try and help it sink into my mind a little better, so it's not just all been reading and writing.
Are we free?
Existentialism, which said, look, you're free in the world, and that might suck, but just roll with it, mate. You can define yourself.
Those causes necessitate their effects. Given the causes, the effects have to happen.
So I've watched a couple of YouTube videos on free will and determinism and all of that that's related to it. And now I'm just going to look over the readings and my university notes that I've taken during my lectures. So I've done all that I can physically do with this essay for today. I am just drained. It's around 8 o'clock in the evening now, so I've been going for about 12 hours with breaks. Without breaks, probably much less, but still. So what I'm going to do now instead, I still want to do something productive, but not something like, you know, reading or, you know, researching. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to watch the special features of the Matrix trilogy, because they tie in to my unit on epistemology and whether we can truly know anything. And the good thing is that it's not just random people talking about it. In this particular box set that I have, they've got actual philosophers in. So I'm calling that studying. You see right this here in the Ultimate Matrix booklet that they directly say that they've got philosophers involved in one of the commentary tracks. So yeah, this counts as studying. I'm definitely studying and not just using this as an excuse to watch The Matrix. This has been a very helpful study with me, hasn't it? And even if you don't accept that this is philosophy revision, well, I can argue it's film revision for my minor, because it's going to be teaching me about cinematography and editing. Yeah.
Lysimachus versus Socrates at the very beginning. You can think of Wittgenstein's rabbit too in philosophical investigations, where in fact what you think is a rabbit may not be.
It's a rich, multi-dimensional, interpretive piece of art, and that's what I think moves it from being a simple sort of science fiction movie to a piece of complex literature.
That was my first ever study with me, I'll admit. Not all of that was actual studying. I did incorporate a number of breaks in there and stuff because, to be honest, if you study for too long, your mind doesn't work. That's why you need breaks. Also, that Matrix showing was actually surprisingly helpful. And it did help me not only relax my mind, but also engage it in a different way. So, yeah, that was actually quite good. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that this wasn't too dull for you. Okay, thanks for watching all. I shall catch you next time.